Greetings, Lady Shepsa Jones here, sacred sexuality healer, coach, and author, coming with your goddess love letter video for the week. And I'm so happy to be back doing videos. I've been working on something very, very special that has not allowed me to do videos that I'm going to share about today. So in this goddess love letter, I want you to know, goddess, I love you, and I want you to be watered. I want you to be watered. I want you to be well watered, dripping in feminine energy, dripping in sensual self-care, dripping in joy, dripping in abundance, dripping in prosperity, dripping in juiciness, dripping in having a connection to your womb, to your yoni, dripping in having a connection to your purpose, dripping in having a connection to your ancestors and your community, dripping in your ability to connect with your sex magic, your sacred sexuality. All right, so I have entitled this goddess love letter about you being watered, because going into 2023, that is a huge theme of mine, and is a huge theme that I'm also inviting the women in my community to gather around, right? And we're going to have some special opportunities with which to do that. So number one, I want to share with you that this is my grand announcement. You will be among the first people to hear, but I am publishing my counted fifth book. Yes, fifth book in January 2023. One of the things that I have loved to do in my coaching programs and my social media, on my Instagram, even in some of my videos, is to share affirmations. So in 2023, I'm publishing an affirmation sensual self-care journal. Okay, so in this affirmation self-care journal, you will have 365 affirmations to take you throughout 2023. I have something I usually shake sometimes on my classes when I get excited in my master classes. Yes, yes. All right. And I'm going to share the cover with y'all. Okay, y'all get the exclusive. Everybody who's watching this video. All right, so you get the cover. This is the cover of the book, Water Self-Care Journal for Women, 365 affirmations and prompts for a sensually empowering year. Yes, yes, yes. So I'm super excited. So this is what I have been working on the past 6 weeks or so. Affirmations are a very powerful way that, a very powerful technique that I know a lot of people use, and that I personally use to call in what I want in my life. And let me tell y'all, these ain't your mama's or your grandmama's affirmations, if they use affirmations. Or, this ain't the, just the butterflies and sunbeams affirmations that you kind of hear in the general kind of new age community. These affirmations are juicy. These affirmations are powerful. These affirmations help you connect to your womb, to your yoni, to your essential, to your sexual energy, to your ancestors, to the abundance that is your birthright, okay? So with this affirmation journal book, you will have 13 different themes that are going to take you through a journey to heal these themes or these topics. So for example, the theme for the first month is sensual self-care. So you have 28 affirmations that are going to help you to change your thinking, reprogram your thoughts, and to cultivate the energy of not just self-care, because yes, a lot of us know self-care, or we've heard about self-care, and self-care is great, but I'm adding a sensuality into it because, I'm Lady Shepsa. This is Let Go, Let Goddess. So they're going to be juicy, all right? The next month is money and prosperity. So in that month, you will have 28 affirmations that will help you to call in the money, the prosperity that is your birthright. So for example, one of those affirmations is every time I orgasm, I make more money. Yes. Okay, these are not your grandmama's affirmations. Okay. These are affirmations for the modern day Juju woman, right? For the woman who's trying to call in what she wants through her divine feminine energy. And that's why it is called watered. And that's why I had the masterclass watered that I had last week. I'm going to have it this week again. But it's called water because so many of us are not watered, right? You see this beautiful waterfall, like that is the energy that I want you all walking into 2023 with. This is the energy that I'm cultivating for myself, that I'm walking in 2023 with, right? This energy of being well watered. Just like a plant needs to be watered, or grass, or fields, or a flower needs to be watered, we need to be watered, right? We need to be well nourished. Too many of us are giving from lack, right? Too many of us are pouring from an empty cup. And when we do that, what happens? We are not well watered. We are dehydrated. We are dry. We dried up. Okay. We are tense. We're angry. We're stressed out. You know, it's been said statistically that women suffer at higher rates of depression and anxiety than men. I'm not saying, of course, men don't, because we know they do, but it tends to be reported by women more often. Okay. So we have to find a way to water ourselves, because too often the feminine is expected to water, to give, and to nurture everybody else, okay? Her children, her mate, her partner, her family members, the people on her job. She is expected to come and to give and to pour. And very often, because the woman is giving in all these different places in her life, she is left with an empty cup. She is left without having any energy to pour back into herself. And it's very hard to manifest what you want in your life if you are existing in a place of feeling lack, if you're existing in a place of feeling dry, feeling uninspired, feeling exhausted, like many of us feel every day. So 2023, what I'm calling in for myself, which I kind of live by this anyway, I just put this new terminology on it. But what I'm being very intentional about is watering myself every single day. What you water will grow. What you don't water is going to do what? It's going to dry, it's going to shrivel, it's not going to produce. So we have to be the ones to water ourselves. We can't sit and wait for somebody else to do it, right? We have to give it to ourselves. We model for everybody else how they need to treat us. So when we neglect ourselves, right, when we don't water ourselves, we're modeling for everybody else that this behavior is okay. All right, I'm going to stop sharing some of the cover now. All right, so we have to be the ones that are going to pour in and to water ourselves. And one way I love to do that, and I teach to do that, is through our feminine energy, through our sensual and our sexual energy. In the Taoist tradition, sexual energy is the only energy that brings increase, right? Sexual energy literally multiplies, right? We can use it to create a child, or we could use it to create our dreams, our goals, and our visions. Okay, so please be on the lookout for the watered affirmation self-care, sensual self-care journal that's going to be available in January. When on Amazon, I will definitely send out the email to everybody. But I also wanted to share my second amazing, wonderful, I believe, life-changing announcement. Okay. So one level of working with me in 2023 will be the level of course, you can buy the book, you can buy all my books, right? And you can work with the affirmation journal. You can choose affirmation every day that you want to work with. There are prompts in there that ask you to reflect on the affirmation. There's invites to have different goddess experiences that you can create for yourself to really connect with the idea and the theme of the affirmation. And the second big announcement is for the women who want to take it to the next level, I am starting my own Goddess Temple membership. Okay, so I'm gonna shake this again. Yeah. So we were on the masterclass. We were on the masterclass that I did last week. You got the first invite, but now I'm bringing it out to the wider community. So I'm starting a membership program called Watered Goddess Temple Membership, where we will take the affirmations from the book and you will have an opportunity to work with those affirmations more intimately with me in monthly new moon and full moon rituals. All right. So this is super exciting for me. As many of you have attended my master classes on the full moon, sometimes I have them on a new moon, but many of you have attended those master classes and you get a lot out of it. So the Goddess Temple membership gives you opportunity to take that to the next level, because you'll be able to sit in circle with me and other women from around the country, sometimes around the world, and we will focus on, number one, during the new moon, planting in our intentions, right? Becoming pregnant with our intentions for that month, centered around the theme that we're going to be working with for that month. And on the full moon ritual, we're going to take it even further and ritualize, do a specific ritual, meditation, and process to allow those seeds that we planted on the new moon to come to bloom, to come to blossom. So many of you remember when I used to have Goddess Church, and that's something I did in like 2020, maybe up until early 2021. I did Goddess Church. We will come together and I would lead a meditation. I would teach Qigong. I would do things like that. And many of you asked me, oh, are you going to start Goddess Church again? So I have not been able to do it because I have been so busy with my other projects. However, in the Watered Goddess Temple, we will have a very similar structure. And this is a paid membership, but you get a lot more than what you would get perhaps in just if I did it for free, right? So I need that energy of exchange so I can sustain myself and also create these communities that we can come together and gather and heal for a price that is mostly affordable for most women out there. Okay. So every month we will have the new moon, full moon ritual, like I mentioned, and there'll also be an opportunity to join a support group, a goddess sisterhood support group that's going to actually be led by some of the women I have certified to be sacred sexuality coaches. All right. So you'll get to meet some of the women who've been working with me for years, who've traveled with me, who are very powerful goddesses who've gone through a very similar process that the women in the Goddess Temple are going through. So I'm going to share, because I'm super excited, the page. And if you're watching this via the email, if you're on my email list, you'll have the link to check out this page. But this is it. This is what I'm birthing in 2023, that I'm inviting every single woman who watches this video to be a part of the Watered Goddess Temple membership. They have an opportunity to come together in community as Juju women, as witches, as healers, as goddesses, to be able to come together every new moon to ritualize and every full moon to ritualize. So I'm going to just scroll down so everybody can see with a beautiful website, but to also see some of the different themes that we're going to be ritualizing around. Because this program is centered on the feminine, we're actually going to start on the lunar new year, which is January 22nd. Right, so everything that we're doing is aligned with the lunar calendar, the new moons and full moons. And just like there are usually 13 full moons in a year, a bleeding woman usually has 13 menstrual cycles. So there's a special connection between women and the moon. And by connecting and meeting together on the new moon and full moon, we have opportunity to tap into that and going through this program, you will know that every month I have a ritual or something to do on a new moon and full moon, right? Because you can still do your own ceremonies and rituals, but you know that every month I'm going to get together with other women, other goddesses, and we're going to ritualize around, like for month one, we're going to ritualize around our self-care. Month two, we're going to ritualize around attracting money and prosperity. All right, month three, we're going to ritualize around love. Month four, we're going to ritualize around creating boundaries and calling in protection. Month five, we're going to ritualize and go deep into healing and shadow work. All right. You can't have a light without the dark. Okay. So we got to get into that shadow. Month six, we're going to ritualize around pleasure and sensuality. Okay. Month seven, we're going to come together and heal our yoni and our womb. Month eight, we're going to learn to love our bodies, right? In whatever shape they may be in. So we're going to focus on body love and confidence. Month nine, we're going to tap into that sex magic I talked about, okay? Month 10, we were all born with a purpose. We're going to ritualize around our life purpose and having a career that supports that. Month 11, gratitude, because gratitude is just such a magical elixir that we can use to manifest whatever we want. Month 12, we're going to be connecting even deeper to our family, our community, our ancestors. And then the last month, manifestation. We manifested all month long, but in that last month, we're going to, really, really, really up level and take it up a notch. Okay. So these are the themes of the program and also the themes of the book. All right. So those of you who are interested in learning more, see the book here. You can look at that link that is connected to this video if you're watching it on YouTube, or in the email, you'll see a link to check out Water Goddess Temple. So Goddess, I love you, and I want you to be watered and to also to realize that you do not have to go about this journey by yourself. Many of us, especially during this time of the year, we feel very isolated, right? We feel like, maybe our friends don't understand what we're into. We're getting all into all this stuff, burning candles and incense, and people might think, oh my God, you change or you worshiping the devil and all these other things, right? So it's very helpful to have other women to come together within community. And that's something that's been very healing in my journey. And this is a big reason why I created the Water Goddess Temple membership. There's also going to be a Water Goddess retreat in Jamaica 2023 that the women who are in the membership temple will have opportunity to attend for a discounted price. So all of that is on the website. So make sure that you check it out. And I am so excited to invite you to work with me in this opportunity to come together, ritualize for 13 months, 13 moons, or however long you're able to hang out with us. Goddess, I love you. And I want you to walk into 2023 well watered. Okay. So I hope to see you in the Goddess Temple membership. If any questions, please reach out to me.